What's going on, y'all? Today we're going to talk about Wata Games, that's right. I don't know, man, as the dollar started coming in and this hobby started getting bigger, it's looking real fishy, y'all. You know, you got people over here selling knockoff games, fake seals, all that. And Wata's grading this stuff. Okay? Wata grading this stuff. You gotta watch out. You know, you got people in Facebook groups selling games, sealed games and things. And these games, I mean, look at this. You telling me this ain't no knockoff or something? You telling me this something look funny about this? And look at this in the background. Wata grading this stuff, y'all. Okay? Now, let me ask you something. A 9.0 and up, that's supposed to be the top dollars. The top dollars in the grading community. If you look at this game right here, now, you don't see the full complete because it ain't showing the back, but it looked like would you pay top dollars for a 9.0 that the seal is a puncture in the seal, the portion where the seal is missing, flopping and things like that, and they get a 9.0 for this craziness? You know? I don't know, man. Wata Games is a little funny to me. You know, they accepting anything. And if I'm not mistaken, there's some knockoff games that they graded, sliding through. You know? I guess if anything, they taking the dollars and grading them for anything. You know, I don't know. This whole industry, you know, in one time it was, you know, okay and things, but I guess now as it's getting bigger and things, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. You got to be careful of buying fake seals, reseals, you know, and all this other stuff, because it's getting harder and harder to recognize if these games are authentic. And due to corruption or taking people money, it seems like Wata is willing to take anybody's money and grade anything. You just got to be careful, because this industry is real funny in the grading community. And you got people coming out of nowhere with flocks of copies of games coming out of nowhere. And you're like, whoa. Yeah, one guy in Facebook group saying he bought one of them, but if he knew it was 15 copies that the guy was sitting on trying to sell, he would have never bought them. I don't know if they fake, they real, or whatever. But all I am saying is, guys, you got to be careful in this hobby, because I don't know how long this hobby is going to last without some correction, without some restriction. Because the thing about it is, in any other hobby like comics, like Pokemon, they quick to call out shame, you know, in the industry. They quick to call out, you know, something is fishy going on. They quick to call that out. But we need that in the video game industry if we're going to have a healthy hobby. For now, it seems like there's only people that's just new in this hobby. Where's veterans? Nobody speaking out, nobody saying nothing. Nothing. Come on, man. You know, I've been collecting in this hobby a little too long, and I don't like what's going on. And there's a bunch of new people that's in this hobby that's coming in, and they putting the shame to the game. And then you got people who don't want to say nothing because Wata Games, oh, they're a great company. They're this and that, and they know their stuff, and they're really for, you know, the gaming community and everything. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. I don't know diggity squat about no Wata Games. I know about VGA. I know about VGA, but I don't know jack about no Wata. For my personal opinion, far as the information that they know, I think that's okay. But then, at the end of the day, I'm funny about getting my stuff graded with them, and I'm funny about their business, how they doing it. Because I'm seeing grades that don't belong in the 9 category, that doesn't belong there. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a first print, some rare stuff going on. I don't care. It's just certain things, and I don't like their grading scale. I like VGA grading scale because it's more strict, and they're quick to turn down your game in a heartbeat. And they're not there to just give you a 90, 95, 95 plus. They ain't quick to do that. You know what I mean? I like that. These people here, you look at this seal, you look at the quality of the seal, they'll still give you a 90. I disagree with a lot of this stuff, but I don't believe a lot of these people is really in the hobby for the love of it and everything. Because I guarantee you that a lot of these people, when this market goes down, a lot of y'all gonna run up and out of here. A lot of y'all ain't gonna stick around because you're for the dollar bills. You're not for the love of this. You for the dollar, and then collecting it all. And then I got another problem. Everybody want to be a Nintendo collector. Everybody want to be Mario, Zelda, all that other silliness. You ain't really for the collecting hobby. You ain't really for the collecting industry. You know what I mean? You ain't really for the gaming. You're not. You're not for it. Because you see nothing but Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, all the popular games. You don't see none of the real grails, none of the stuff from the classics from back in the days, even today's time. You don't see that. All the games that everybody going crazy, Mario, Zelda, and all this other silliness games that's out there. The hobby, the gaming hobby is not healthy at all, man. And I'm really disappointed. And I wish some people would stand up instead of these trolls, these people who's defending this silliness and talking all this stuff, because this ain't for you, man. And it's sad because you don't really have too many people standing up in this hobby, like Pokemon, like sports cards, like comic books. I really tell you the truth, I think it's a lot of trolls that's up in here, because a lot of people sit here and they get involved and they're not interested into a lot of games that's up for sale. But you put a Mario, you put a Zelda, you put a Pokemon game up, oh, they quick to snatch it, because they know, at the end of the day, oh, I could flip that. I could do something with that. That's highly wanted. It's just funny, man. And at the end of the day, it's like, if those are the games that's going to be appreciated in this hobby, I don't know. At the end of the day, far as value and growth and seeing this hobby really grow, I just don't see it. I really don't see it, man. I really don't see it if Heritage Auctions is only promoting these popular games. I really don't see it, man. Because there's games that's truly rare. There's games that's truly populated. It might not be as populated as Zelda or Mario, but they're truly populated. And if that's the only games that people are wanting, the hobby's really not gonna last. It's just gonna last as an individual person who just like collecting this stuff. And that's really it. But when you come to the comics, it's multiple different comics that's well appreciated. It's multiple different Pokemon cards that's well appreciated. It's not just Charizard, and in comics it's just not, Batman and Superman. It's not just, Spider-Man and stuff. This really got to change, and it really got to have some real collectors involved and coming out and things as I've been coming out. And, a lot of people, they're like, he's new or I'm new. And I just been behind the scenes. I'm really not new at all. I'm totally not new. I just been behind the scenes. I've had social media pages and different names and stuff like that. It just haven't been Raregames Graded Collectibles. That's all. I just been watching. That's all I've been doing. But I just hope that it just become a healthy hobby. That's all. And hoping that people would stand up and come together and say, man, you're right. And it shouldn't be just certain games that be worth money, you know, because, you know, there's some people that do sit back and say there is some rare sealed games and they should be appreciated, you know, because at the end of the day, some people might say, well, if this Mario, first print Mario, it's rare because it's a 9.8++, you just haven't seen how many of those same Marios that just haven't got graded yet. And then you'll feel bad for those people whether people are buying their own games and making it look like, I don't know what's going on, but to sit back and you're a little crazy because, all right, boom, check this out. If you bought a game for whatever dollars, right? It's supposed to be this rare game. Wouldn't you want it to be, forget about, oh, you the only one that got the 9.8 A++. Forget about that. Just a point blank that there's only 5, 6, 10 sealed copies that actually exist, and there's no competition in that department. Not, oh, there you got 100 graded of these Marios, but then it's like, you know, only a few 9.8++. No, that's not how this really work, man. And people getting this confused and things like that. You know what I mean? Because those low grades, what's going to happen is, I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen is it's going to be a market cap for that 9.8 A++. It's only going to go but so high. And that 7.0 graded game, that 8.0 graded game, it's going to catch up to that 9.8 A++. You know, because there's only but a few people that can afford that 9.8++. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what, you know, makes this thing, you know, these things rare. And people got to understand that. I understand the highest grade people want to pay, you know, the highest price for it, but if there's competition, if, you know, at the end of the day, that, you know, it's not a lot of people in this hobby right now because this is still new. It's only going to go but so high as a market cap, and you will look crazy if a low grade like an 8 point something started growing to where the 9.8 is at. It's a new hobby that's in growth, and hopefully it's not the correction of the prices that comes in this, but the correction of the politics, the correction of the people, and etc. On and on. You know, that's where the correction really need to be at. Not in the financial market, but more into how people's looking at this. That's all. Thank you for watching Raregames, Greater Collectibles.